Okay, so I'm gonna make sure that the follow alert and everything is on. You guys make sure, just double check my work, make sure that my mic isn't like super loud, but otherwise, welcome to the stream. This is kind of just this is a surprise stream. Typically I do it on Wednesdays. I haven't had many reoccurring viewers yet, so I decided that I would just rock out and go with a surprise stream. So that's what we're doing right now. So I'm going to see about getting this follow goal set up. So let me see if I can get that set up real quick. But anyways, welcome to Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls Remastered. This is going to be my playthrough. We're going to try and beat Ornstein and Smote tonight. It's not going to be quite as long of a stream as my typical ones are, but we're going to do it anyway. So let me see why this is not popping up. How's everybody's day doing? Or how's everybody doing today? Everybody good? I don't necessarily know what any of this means on Streamlabs. We're just trying to get this set up. So I'm going to copy this, remove that. Then I'm going to add a follow goal up here, hopefully. I know that you guys can't see what I'm doing necessarily. Does that pop up if I do that? It does not. I wonder why that is. I don't necessarily need the follow goal. I just thought it'd be something cool to have on the screen. Is it due to the color? Like, what if the color is different? No, I don't think that's it. Follow goal, starting amount. I believe we're at 30, so the goal would be 50. Okay, so let me try this instead. Welcome everybody, welcome. Yeah, so goal is to beat Ornstein and Smote today. Not showing up. I'm not exactly sure why. I don't know if it's because I'm doing something wrong, but who cares? We don't necessarily need a follow goal up here. If it pops up, it pops up. But we can go ahead and get started with the actual stream. How's volume and everything? Is everything good? No lagging audio today or anything like that. Oh gosh, let me turn my TV down. Yeah, today was a great day. I went to work. I was able to, you know, that I was blessed enough to wake up this morning and, you know, have the opportunity to go to work. So, I love my job. I'm a car salesman, and I enjoy every second of it. Selling cars is something that, you know, when I first got into it, I didn't think I would actually enjoy as much as I do. But since I started, it's been something that I just really couldn't stop, you know. It makes me happy, and streaming also makes me happy. So I'm going to continue to do this as well. And anybody that wants to, you know, follow along the journey, you know, I'm excited to have you here. So let's see about taking our time and actually getting to Ornstein and Smo. I ran past a lot of the stuff last time because I was grinding for the Silver Knight Straight Sword. I think that may have been a mistake, but I had just gotten a little burned out at that point of the day. I had been streaming for like 3 hours at that point, and I just, you know, wanted to get the weapon that I wanted to play the game with. But I don't think this longsword is bad, so I'll just use this for a little while, unless this mimic is just going to wreck me. Was anybody else surprised when Elden Ring didn't have mimics? I was a little surprised myself. And well, I guess that's death number 1 for the night, but I was a little surprised. Because, you know, trying to keep an eye on chat as well as, you know, do the streaming thing. So I don't want to miss anybody's messages just in case you join in. Feel free to say something. Yep, that's my dog. He's over here messing with his new toy that we just got him recently. I don't know if anybody else's dog is like this, but Geo, my little Pomeranian, he has a tendency to just destroy his toys. And it's getting to the point where we're just tired of buying them. Which I don't know if it's because we're just buying the wrong toys, or if he just, you know, he's made a habit out of just destroying the toys. But yeah, so mimics in Elden Ring. Like, I believe there's a video out there somewhere of somebody running around the whole map just in search of a mimic. Did you know if you spam those buttons that a mimic will actually let you go? Did you know that? I didn't until recently, so there we go. Okay. What does this have in it? The dragon armor? Like Havel's armor? No, I guess a gold coin. We got twin mimics. That's pretty nice. Let's try not getting grabbed by this one. If you're joining, have you played the Dark Souls games? If not, you know, why haven't you? Why haven't you taken that step to actually just play them? They're great video games. I'm convinced that it's the greatest game franchise of all time, or game series of all time. And then From Software is definitely up there for game companies, in my opinion, just because they bring something fresh to the table every single time, in my opinion. Elden Ring, sure, they reuse some assets, and some people aren't necessarily, you know, happy about that, but most game developers are going to reuse assets. And I think it's something that, you know, in the new age, if the worst that a game, you know, developer is doing is reusing assets, I think that we're doing pretty good, you know. Elden Ring won Game of the Year for a reason. It's a great video game. Okay, see, for a second there, I thought that I got the Silver Knight Straight Sword, because like I was grinding for it for so long the other day, like hours on end. I was just grinding for it. Kill this one. I'm not grinding for it right now. I'm just, you know, killing them. Give me a couple seconds. I'm gonna have my other phone on as well so I can actually see the chat. Give me a couple seconds. I'm nearly back. My friend's nearly back. Yep. So, I'll tell you this. I am running OBS right now, but I'm running it on my Mac, and I'm playing on my TV. So, it's a little problematic because I have to, you know, I have to have another device to actually look at chat and everything, which I'm not going in here. Oh my gosh. Those enemies aren't awful, but they're also not super easy to beat either. You know what I mean? Which they do drop like dragon scales or titanite scales or something like that. I think you can. Oh, nice. Yeah, nice message. Let me open this shortcut, and then I think that's gonna make this run back a lot easier. Those enemies are actually not as hard as you would think either, though. So Zero Estus, I think it would be an awful idea to try it right here. But I'm going to give it a shot, just because. This is such an iconic boss. I think that a lot of games that do try the gank fights, or, you know, fight multiple enemies at the same time, they don't get it right. But the reason that Dark Souls 1 and Ornstein and Smough works so well is because, just like that, the speed allows for separation. So, wow, we do no damage. Okay, awful first attempt, but that was really just a speed run back to the. That was just a speed run back to the bonfire anyway. So. If you're just joining, welcome. I appreciate you being here. We're going to be beating Ornstein and Smough today, so you're along for the ride. I appreciate you being here. Feel free to say something in chat. Chat's always active, so, but yeah, how was your day? Hopefully everything went well. But yeah, we're gonna continue to attempt Ornstein and Smough and see if we can beat them tonight. I would really like to have the Silver Knight Straight Sword, but like I said, I'm not going to be grinding for it today. The main goal is just to the main goal is just to beat the big bads right now. So that's what we're going to be doing. What I noticed I was doing a lot last session as well was I would pause a lot after death to check chat, stuff like that. And that's obviously not ideal because it slows down gameplay, and I don't want you guys to have to suffer because my setup is not ideal, you know? So I'm going to be paying as much attention as possible to the chat. So feel free to say some messages. But welcome. Hopefully everybody's day was good. Question of the day, like, have you played Dark Souls before? And if so, what did you think about it? I would say this. I think Dark Souls has lost some of its difficulty over time, because playing games like Dark Souls 3 or even Elden Ring, you get used to the faster pace, and the faster pace will, it'll make this game feel much slower. Granted, your character is much slower, but that doesn't change, your reaction time. You just have to adapt to roll speeds and stuff like that. So I think Dark Souls 1's lost some of its difficulty over time. And I always choose to say this stuff right before I go into a boss fight, which probably isn't the smartest thing for me to do. Gia, come on. I know that you want to play, buddy, but I'm trying to stream here. But like I said, I don't think it's the smartest thing to do, to talk about how easy a boss is or how easy a game is when I'm about to go against one of the harder bosses in the game. I think that if I had to rank the bosses on a tier list of difficulty, it would probably be, I think Calamide is his name, the dragon boss. And then, oh gosh, Ornstein and Smoke? No. I do not remember doing this little amount of damage. Well, let's two-hand, first of all. Alright. Get some damage in there. I think you can actually... I'm not going to, but I believe that this boss actually has... Solier as a summon as well. So if I wasn't doing a no summons run, that would be a good tool to have right now. I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to change the title of this video to Ornstein's mode goes down today. So I might have to do that. Or maybe they won't go down today. Let's see. Let me get that changed over real quick. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Just changing the changing the name of the stream. I think we can get a little more traffic. Y'all can't hate me for trying something new, right? Alright, I think that definitely elevates the stream. Alright, and I was just checking right there, trying to see if there's any sort of lagging or anything like that. So, looks like we should be good. I'm going to verify everything else is working as well. So let's do this. Cool deal. Alright, well, let's continue the pursuit to kill Ornstein and Smo. What I'm hoping for is that we are able to get, that we're able to actually beat them, but also on the path to them. I'm hoping that we'll be able to get the Silver Knight Straight Sword and level it up some, because I don't want to suffer here too long. On my typical playthroughs, or the playthroughs that I have done, they haven't been that hard, but I was also using a little bit better gear, so I think it will be very beneficial to at least get a better sword, or a leveled up sword. How's audio? It seems to be fun. Listening to it myself, so I think we're rocking and rolling. We just gotta keep pushing forward and continue to give some attempts to Ornstein and Smo. We will be beating them today, no matter what. So, if you're watching on YouTube, I appreciate you, and you should come watch live when I actually do the live streams. I tend to have a lot of fun, talk to myself a lot, but no problems here. We're here to have fun. That's all it is. Here to have fun, play some unapologetic games with some unapologetic opinions. So hopefully, if you like that kind of stuff, just stick around and continue to watch. I welcome anybody to the stream. You can bring your own opinions to my chat. I will never turn down any opinions, and I'm not one of those people that don't want you telling me how to play a video game, because I definitely can be doing something wrong. You know, I'm no Dark Souls professional by any means. Yes, I've played them before, but you know, everybody can learn something. So, gonna be dodging this arrow. Hopefully, this guy right here just drops the Silver Knight Straight Sword, so I can actually have a weapon that would be viable against Ornstein and Smo. But you know, the likelihood is pretty low. I think it has like a 4% drop rate or something tiny like that. So I'm over here complaining, and I'm pretty sure there are items with less than a % drop rate in other games. Another thing that I'm noticing, I say a lot. I gotta break that habit. In real life, I don't do that, but I think it's just, well, we know where it all comes from. It's always just trying to fill the air with something while you're thinking of something else to talk about. There we go. Parried him. We are losing Flask fast too, because we're trying to kill these guys, and I guess I'm getting hit a little more than I anticipated. This is not me grinding, this is just me going back to get the Flask back. I may actually end up kindling this bonfire because I see it worth it. Yeah, I think it's well worth it. Yeah, we're gonna kindle this bonfire down here. Get some, a little more flask. How many times are we gonna kindle it? I have no clue. I can only do it or I think I can only kindle it twice. Then why did I do 4? Okay, it's fine. We're not going to be using many of those anyway. We're just using those to kindle bonfires. Maybe it only lets me do it one time. Okay, yeah. It only lets you do it one time. No benefit from using those humanities other than my face not looking like a zombie. So it was a little bit of a waste if I die. But we'll see if we can just stay alive. Parry some of these Silver Knights. Again, not grinding. But if it, if it happens to drop, I'm obviously not going to complain. Super excited to be playing Dark Souls with you guys, though. Thank you guys for the opportunity. The channel is growing fast, in my opinion. There's ups and downs. So I've noticed that I'll lose followers sometimes, and I think that's just from like the Discord bots that'll be like, hey, come check out my stuff in Discord. Then they'll follow you, trying to gain your trust, and then when you get to the Discord, it's like, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, and I'm not down for that. I just wanna play some Dark Souls, and that's what we're doing right now. One of these guys, I'm telling you, one of these guys are gonna drop the Silver Knight Straight Sword before we go to Ornstein and Smoke. I'm sure they will. There's 2 left after this guy, so if this guy doesn't drop it, one of the other 2 will. Okay, he didn't drop it, but let's go up here and just keep trying. These guys will also drop the arrows, but we don't need any of those. I don't see myself changing my class to an archer anytime soon. There we go. Easy parries. Well, got some arrows. Didn't necessarily need them, but the game thought I needed them, so maybe that just means I'm lucky. Gonna get some good drops right here. Get him out of the doorway a little bit further. There we go. Easy parry. Nice. Okay. Let's go give Ornstein and Smoke another shot. We're going to keep trying it. Is this the most optimal route? I'm sure through one of these doors or something there's like a shortcut. I thought. Do I necessarily want to fight more Silver Knights? No, not necessarily, but I don't see that much of a shortcut, because that's just a long run. And then you also have to deal with the big knights regardless. Alright, Ornstein. Let's give it another shot. He always comes in just so ready to mess you up. And then here comes Big Brother. Goodness. In his face. Roll. Have y'all seen the videos of the guys that are like fighting or beating Dark Souls blindfolded? That's pretty impressive. I don't think I could beat these games blindfolded. Even if I just tried really, really hard, I don't see myself being able to beat these games blindfolded. And they're probably the only people that can say they have, unless multiple people have done it. So the goal here is to get Ornstein, kill Ornstein, and then deal with Smoke, because I much prefer dealing with a slow big guy rather than a big fast guy, you know? Oh, I gotta roll forward so I can get some damage in. I guess I paid for that. Roll back. Roll side. Anticipating the hit here. When I had a better weapon, these guys were a lot easier. Come here. Gosh, he has a lot of attacks. Like he hits a lot more than I thought he would. Alright, Ornstein, come here. We're gonna have to do some locking in here if we're gonna have a chance at beating them. Ornstein's about half dead. Drink some Estus here. Let's try getting Ornstein dead. And I think I could okay. Well, that was short-lived. There we go. All right. Let's keep on going. I think that was a pretty good attempt. All things considered, I think it was a pretty good attempt. So I could probably go get this longsword up to a +10 and stop dreaming that one of these guys will actually drop the Silver Knight straight sword, but I have my mind stuck on it now. Usually I would try running past some of these guys, but you know, seeing that I need or I want what they have, you know. That was a pretty awful attempt for that Silver Knight, so I'm going to go in here and get my Estus back. No sense in going to the boss room with less Estus than I could have when the bonfire is right here, you know. Alright. Cool deal. Easy parry. These guys are... You know, these guys are pretty easy to parry. I recently posted a YouTube short and a TikTok and Instagram video of kind of like a parry compilation. Because in my last stream, I was just grinding these guys for like 30 minutes. The time kind of went on a little faster than I thought it would. But I was just grinding, trying to get their sword. And obviously I came up empty-handed, but... Well, not empty-handed. I guess I got the souls from it. Which sometimes you gotta use what you can get. You just gotta... You gotta hope for the best, so... There we go. Got that parry in. Still no Silver Knight straight sword. We're gonna keep pushing forward. Every time we run back, we're going to kill him until we get it. Yep, there we go. Still no Silver Knight straight sword. It's fine. It's fine. I know you guys are probably just screaming at me through your screens like, just let it go already. There we go. Oof. He sounded different. Like his death sound just sounded different to me. I don't know if that's just in my head or what. Okay, this is unnecessary. Thank you. He definitely gave me the time of day to heal. I was just commenting on how easy these guys are to parry, and then I'm going to, you know, get smacked by them a couple times. You got something for me? No? Okay, that's fine. Alright, Ornsteinus 7 Estus. We're going to give it another shot. Ornstein was pretty low last time, so I think that we have a chance to beat them this time. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. And Orlando is so cool. It's just beautiful. Like, I don't know how game development works, but the pillars and the enemies and all that's just so cool. Dark Souls 1's underrated for how many enemies they really have. Like, there's clams right in front of the boss door for Seath. And, you know, as far as I could tell, they're just in that spot. I think we got some good damage in there. We stunned him. Wow. That was an awful attempt. It's okay, though. We're going to keep on pushing forward. All right. What's better, Silver Knights or Black Knights? I know everybody's answer. Everybody's going to say Black Knights just because they're so cool. But I do like the Silver Knights quite a lot. They're easier to deal with, less of a headache, you know, what's not to love. Part of me wishes that I had a better helmet to wear, because it looks like I have a bald cap on right now. Fashion Souls is not at 100% capacity right now, I'll tell you that, but maybe it will one day. We're getting there. We're kind of running through these games right now, so easy peasy. Running around in his little juices there for a second. There we go. There we go. All right. We're going to continue down the road. What's y'all's favorite boss in Dark Souls 1? Mine would have to probably be Manus. I don't know if it's cheating that it's in the DLC, but Manus is just so cool. The Father of the Abyss, you know, can't beat him. He's also got the difficulty factor involved. So I love a hard boss. Alright, let's kill this one. It's not necessary that we kill this one, but I'm going to do it anyway. He's a little bit out the way, and I can put myself in danger just for this. The slightest chance that he'll drop the sword. Alright. That's a parry. I did damage myself, get myself hurt there just by trying to parry, but it's fine. Not worth it. Alright, Ornstein and Smo, let's give it another shot. I could probably play through Dark Souls 1 100 times and never get tired of it. But here's a hot take. I tell you what, Dark Souls 1 is probably the worst in the series. So my ranking goes Dark Souls 1 at the bottom, Dark Souls 2 in the middle, and Dark Souls 3 at the top. Reasoning being, Dark Souls 1, it's the founder, it's the father, not the grandfather. We don't forget about you, Demon Souls. But there's things that the other two games did to just build upon everything that it started that just makes them better games. So, hate me if you want, but that's my hot take for the day. But that does say a lot for the other two. They're great video games. Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, both very good video games. And I know a lot of the Dark Souls 1 purists just may disagree with me, which you are entitled to your opinion. This is Unapologetic Plays. You can have whatever opinion you want. You don't have to have the same taste that I do. Alright, we're doing good damage on Ornstein this time. Using the pillars to our advantage. That's the main thing. Just trying to separate these two. Alright, I think Good Boy's coming. There he is. Okay. Do something. Let's go to the other side. Try getting these pillars to interrupt. Alright. Long sword's not so long. That's fine. I don't know if that's echoing. I apologize. They're playing the slow game right now. Uh-oh. And that's how I die. It's okay. It's part of it. I say it every stream. You're gonna die at Dark Souls. Here we go. Time to go to the boss room again. That wasn't a great attempt either, but every time he gets me every time with that like fake rush. I think it's a stab and then he draws back and slashes. Almost died there. Not very expected, but so today I watched a YouTube video. It was a guy that started two different Twitch channels. One of them was basically a bad Twitch channel, and he wanted to show the difference between good and bad, how you act versus how you shouldn't act. And I think it taught me some things. Hopefully they're translating well. I gotta, clip farming is not the right terminology. I'm not clip farming, but I'm just trying to content farm currently. Just trying to get the most out there right now. Sometimes streaming itself probably isn't the best way to grow your channel. Maybe it's TikTok or Instagram, or YouTube Shorts, and that's really what I'm working on. So that's why every single time that I get on, like today, thank you if you're coming from YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram. And if you're coming straight from Twitch, I appreciate you as well. Obviously, you just use the platform straight up, which what I noticed was clips on Twitch don't get many views in comparison to like YouTube Shorts and Instagram, which I don't know if that's just a difference thing or what, but alright, easy parry. Get him out of here. Wow, it really just clickbaited me right there. That is fine. That just means he's got it. We're gonna parry him as well. Hopefully get the second parry off. There we go. Cool deal. Yeah, we only have 6 flasks this time. We're still going to give it a shot and just see if we can make something happen with it. Alright, boss room. Let's give it a shot. Here comes Ornstein as always. He's jogging this time. Okay. Good stab. Wow. Crazy AoE. Not AoE, but crazy range. Give me 1 second, everybody. Just 1 second. What is a stream marker? I'm trying to learn all this as I go. I keep debating whether I should continue to change the title or whether I should just leave it how it is. Oh, forgive me. But welcome, everybody. Today we're going to be beating Ornstein and Smo for sure. Getting them out of here. If you're just joining stream, hopefully you had a good day. I encourage you to, let me know how your day's been. And today we will be beating Ornstein and Smo. So forgive my dog. He's in the back playing with his chew toy. Parry this Silver Knight real quick. I've also been on the hunt for the Silver Knight straight sword. On the boss run, just going back, trying to see if it'll actually drop or not, because it's a good weapon. So I much prefer to have that over this long sword. There we go. Dodge those arrows. There we go. Cool. See if we could parry him again. We did. Okay, cool deal. Maybe we get some good luck this time and actually beat Ornstein and Smo. Part of me wants to go level up this long sword and just forget about the Silver Knight straight sword for now. I'm not against backseat gaming, so what do y'all think? Do you think I should go and actually level up this sword and then attempt Ornstein and Smo? Or should I just continue to bang my head against the wall until I beat it. There we go. Got that parry off. No Silver Knight straight sword. Not gonna ponder on it. Just gonna keep going forward. Dodge that. That one always gets me. It's more like a lunge instead of an actual attack. See if we can get the backstab off. We couldn't, but we will parry him. There we go. I'm not going to go kill the other one this time. That's behind me. I kind of just want to attempt Ornstein's mode. Try getting their attack patterns back down. Run up here. Go into the boss door. Get past all of the big knights and stuff with the halberds. Watch out. Okay, cool. We're almost there. Everybody ready? We're going to see if we can beat him this time. One of the better bosses in Dark Souls 1 for sure. Manus is probably my favorite boss, and then Artorias. Oh gosh, I gotta shut up. Oh gosh. Awful start. It's okay though. Use these pillars of separation. Alright, I want to get Ornstein separated from Smo. Try getting some damage in on him here. Gotta use these pillars of separation for sure. Oh god, where did Ornstein go? This is terrifying. There we go, got some damage in on him. Separation. There we go. I could never beat this boss blindfolded. Those guys that are playing through this game blindfolded, like, more power to you. Did I die? Oh gosh. It's okay. GG's. We're gonna keep trying. Gonna keep trying. That's all you can do. It's just give it a shot, and then give it another shot, and then give it another shot. Go. Parry him. Silver Knight straight sword's right here. What do y'all think? It is not. It's fine though. It's not a necessity. It would just be a nice luxury to have currently. But yeah, so currently the goal for the channel is to play through the Soul series, and then possibly also play through some of the other From Software games, such as Sekiro, Bloodborne, and do it, you know, how the game is intended to be played. No summons, just kind of you and the game. And then Elden Ring as well. I think Elden Ring's going to be the most interesting. Just because I feel like summons... Wow. I feel like summons just make that game so much easier. So playing through it no summons, it would be my first time playing it no summons as well. But playing it no summons would just be something interesting to see. No mimic tier, nothing like that, you know. And in Dark Souls, you know, not having Solier for the Ornstein and Smo fight it's a challenge. You don't really realize how difficult Ornstein and Smo is until you don't have allies to help you, or you know, maybe getting here a little too fast, maybe holding me back a little bit as well. So I don't have as many levels as I should, but it's fine. We're gonna get through it. Come on, attack. Isn't that odd? Somebody asking an enemy to attack you. But alright. And let's go attempt them. See what we could do this time. That was an awful start. But we are going to lock this down right here. Take a little drink. And Orlando. I love in Orlando. I know I continue to say it, but it's probably one of the most iconic game areas of all time. Like every single time I go here, my jaw just hits the floor. It's still beautiful even with these graphics. And in Dark Souls 3, they just ramp that up so much. That was way better start. I know that we did like 200 damage and that's it, but still, they didn't do 1,000 damage to us this time. So I'm gonna see if we can get this separation going. Oof. They do hit back. I like seeing both of them in the screen at the same time. And that's what happens when you don't, so. Wow, comboed me. We're gonna get Ornstein down, hopefully, and then kill Smo. I'm saying we're gonna get him down. His health bar is so big. Wow. They're just such a good duo. Like, they just wreck you. But, alright. We're going to continue down the road. We're going to just continue to get this sword as well. At every single attempt, I'm going to at least kill one of them. Just to see if we can get a better weapon. Because I feel like if I had the Silver Knight Straight Sword, it would just be cake. Which, I could be crazy. And you guys could tell me that I'm crazy, but it's just such a... The weapon's just so much better. The base damage is just so much better, and it would just be so helpful right now. That's why I spent 30 minutes last stream trying to get it. It's because it's just that much better than just a regular longsword. There we go. All right, cool. Alright, let's kill this one. There we go, get the parry off. Nice. Still no Silver Knight Straight Sword. Completely fine. Let's continue at it. See if we can get Ornstein and Smo down tonight. I gotta live up on the promise, because the title obviously says Ornstein and Smo is going down today. We have been attempting them for about an hour now, so. There we go. Attack me. There we go. Easy parries. I am gonna kill him this time. I feel like it's bad luck when I don't. Ow. Or maybe he killed me. There we go. No item. That's fine. So let's look at our gear. I don't want to roll like that. Oh, I do like the dingy robe. I think this is what I wear in most of my playthroughs. So I'm gonna slap that on. Let's get some fashion going. There we go. See, I like this fashion a lot more. Call me crazy, but I feel like it just looks better. Granted, I think it's just Firekeeper top, Firekeeper hat, or, you know, bald cap, and then the leather legs, and then leather gauntlets as well. But it's fine. I think it's swaggy. So, all right, Orange Sea and Smoke, my new swag down. All right, here he comes. I'm actually kind of glad that he knocked me down there. I just felt like he was about to lunge at me. Here we go. You just can't play scared. Gotta show him the business. Ow. Wow. He does a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Okay, let's try again. Okay, no Silver Knight straight sword there. Every single time that I die, I feel like I'm losing souls because I'm not picking them up. I got a bad habit of every single time that I play Dark Souls, any Dark Souls, 1, 2, 3, or even Bloodborne, any of them, I tend to just leave my blood, leave my blood stain there. Even though I know that that's just levels just laying there. Ooh, the read message popped up, and I swore it was it. Who am I kidding? It was probably going to be the arrows. Honestly, every other attempt I've ever had of this game, it has not taken this long to get the Silver Knight straight sword. I guess this is just payment for all those times that it was a little too easy. Okay, there we go. No Silver Knight straight sword still. It's okay though. Take a quick drink. Go kill these two. There we go. Good parry. Very good parry. I don't think I have anything that can buff my weapon either, so the possibility of pulling more damage is just low right now. Unless I get a Silver Knight straight sword, that'd be great. All I want for Christmas is a Silver Knight straight sword. That's just the truth. Still learning the streaming thing. I got OBS running. I got my chat stream running. I was supposed to have a follower goal up top, but it seems like it didn't work. I don't know if people would like that or not, but we hit 30 today, so that is a blessing. Thank you to everybody that did follow. It is much appreciated. Alright, let's give it a shot. Oh, wow. That's Dark Souls 1 for you, I guess. I would change it up and go for Smo, but I've never had much luck killing Smo first. You do a lot more damage to Smo, though. Isn't that odd? You would think that he would be more tanky. I can't see what's going on. You don't like Ornstein and Smo either, do you? Well, the killing Smo first has been my best attempt so far. So. Wow. This is just rough. Drink a little bit. Let's try getting Smo out of here. Hopefully we can. I can't see. Wow. We're gonna die. Greed almost got me killed. Okay. Nice. Not a bad attempt, though. I think it's cool that my chats actually pop up now. Down there in the bottom right. I got that set up recently, mostly for the YouTube people. Just so the YouTube people can actually see who I'm talking to when I'm actually talking to somebody. So, if that's beneficial to you guys, let me know. If you're not a big fan of it, also let me know. And, you know, I'll consider taking it off. You know, if there's one person that's like, ew, disgusting, then everybody else is like, no, that's fantastic. Then obviously I won't do anything about it. But I wonder how many deaths we're at. I should also probably start like a death counter for each run. That would be cool. That's just the cool things that you could do with OBS now that I have that set up. I feel like I'm growing as a, you know, as a channel, and that's just really fun. Oh no, for how long could you not hear me? I think I accidentally disconnected. I was basically just talking to myself. But for the YouTube people, I got a little chat thing set up on the bottom right. So my chats will actually show up on screen. And now I have OBS set up as well. So OBS chat, you know, falling down the side of the screen. We're moving up in the world, and I'm happy. I have no clue for how long I was just sitting here talking to myself, though. Oh my goodness, I thought that was it. How many times can I pick up Dragon Slayer arrows and allow it to gaslight me? Uh-oh. See, that would have been bad if I was a little bit closer. Alright, time to attempt Ornstein and Smoke again, see what we got. What do we think about the Bloodborne movie and the Elden... Well, is Bloodborne going to be a movie? Yeah, I think it's going to be a movie. And then Elden Ring's also going to be a movie. What do we think about that? I personally believe that Elden Ring should not be adapted into a movie. Granted, George R. R. Martin wrote Elden Ring's story, but I think George R. R. Martin needs to focus on Game of Thrones books before focusing on Elden Ring movie, you know? Sometimes you just gotta put these things to the side and actually write your book. Oh gosh, I would love to have both of them on screen right now. Look like an epic gamer, that was all unintentional. Here he comes. Being aggressive paid right there. Did some damage to him. And staggered him. There we go, get some damage. Dodge that. Drink. I know my bloodstain was right there. I probably have people screaming at me right now like, get your bloodstain, get your bloodstain. Oh gosh, Gio's chewing on this toy. I need you to go on the other side of the screen. Thank you. He gets iframes. That's crazy. Okay, hopefully we get Ornstein out of here this time and actually get to the second stage. Wow, that came out way faster than I thought it would. Almost full committed. Wow, getting greedy. That's crazy. That's how we go down, is getting greedy. Not a bad attempt. I feel like we're getting into the swing of things. So sorry about that. I just like checking my audio every now and then. All right. I just know in my heart that the Silver Knight Stray Sword is going to be dropped after I beat them. Let's go up here, kill some more knights, and run back to the boss room. The important thing about these games is just to stay positive. After dying so many times, you just got to keep smiling. No frustration. That's what they're designed to do, is to frustrate you, so don't let it happen. You have to beat them, you know what I mean? You have to beat the games. Don't let the game beat you. You're good for nothing. That is awful. I really thought he was just going to combo me until I died. Gia. There we go. This is it. I got a feeling. This is it. What do you think, Gia? He's just staring at me. He loves that toy. I'm so glad that we bought it for him. There we go. Good parry. There we go. Another good parry. A lot of you guys would argue the weapon's not the problem. And you'd probably be right. After dying to Ornstein and Smo over and over again, you know, you don't die because of the weapon. You die because you can't dodge. Or maneuver well enough. So, really, the weapon is not the problem. It's just my excuse for now. Now, when the weapon drops and I'm stuck here for another hour, then I won't have anything to say. So, let's go down here and give them another attempt. Next stream, we will be getting the Firekeeper back. So, that's the goal for next stream. Gia. Alright. Fog Gate. Alright, he's running towards me. Roll. Watch that stamina. I think that's something that is messing us up this time. Oof. Oh, that was a bad attempt. I'll probably stream until 10:30, and if we have to go again to where I have to have a whole nother stream where it's like Ornstein and Smo goes down today, I guess I would have to title it For Real this time. If I could just get the Silver Knight Stray Sword, I'm sure I'll beat him one try. I don't know why I tried going there. Ow. Never been hit by this archer in my life. What are you doing? Pull your sword out. Famous last words, goodness. There we go. No Silver Knight Stray Sword. I'm gonna make Orange Cenus mode look so easy. Stop. Go play. He's just squeaking it in my mic. He's just trying to communicate with you guys through squeaks. So he has this thing that he'll do. He'll drop his toy in front of me. Like how I'm sitting now, he'll stand on top of me and then drop the toy in front of me so I see it. He makes sure that I see it. And then he's just waiting for me to throw it. But while I'm streaming, it's kind of difficult. I got it. I got it. So every now and then I'll just pick it up and toss it. But easy backstab. I think it's time to. I think it's time. He just continues to interrupt me. I think it's time to discuss the fact that Bloodborne is not as good as everybody says it is. Yes, it's a great game, but like I see people putting that in like on a FromSoft list. They'll put it above like even the original Dark Souls sometimes. And I'm just like, did we play the same game? Or I mean, obviously let me know if I'm wrong. Is Bloodborne that good? I've played it before, but like, is it that good? Wow. Yep, getting comboed right now. And I'm dead. Yep. Dying is a part of Dark Souls, as we say every time that we play. You see my little message down there? That's what I was talking about that I had set up earlier. It's pretty fun. It is pretty fun. Now the fact that I have to use it myself is a little sad, but you know, it's the small things in life. We're not here because channels grow in 10 minutes, you know. We're here because we want to make something out of it, you know. Juggling throwing a toy while trying to fight Silver Knights was not on my bucket list. Alright, he's got to go. I smacked my mic when I threw the toy that time. I hope you guys did not think that I like smacked him. That was not what I did. I just throwing his toy and then adjust my position. And then he'll just come and set it on the couch. think I'm just here way too early, but I think I'm stuck here now. It's kind of just like a get good, you know, a get good situation. I have no gold pine resin or anything. It's kind of just up to me. One of these is going to drop our saving grace. I am so confident that this one right here is going to drop the Silver Knight Straight Sword and all of our problems are going to be solved. I continue to be convinced just to be let down. That's hilarious. There we go. I knew that this would eventually be a problem and that my build would just catch up to me at some point. I mean, this is what, a +9? Oh, well, it's pretty leveled up. I don't know where I'm running to the issue at. I guess we'll put those 2 rings on. They aren't going to do much, but against Ornstein and Smo. But, you know, they look good up there on the screen, so there's that. Alright, here we go. He stun locked me. Allowed Big Brother to hit me. Wow. I'm dead. I'm not dead. I'm alive. How? I think they just allowed me to live this time so they can continue to torture me. This has got to be the best, worst run of my life. Because I feel like we've done a good amount of damage in a short amount of time. But they're just kicking my tail. Trying to get them separated. Alright, y'all ready for me to beat this? I know I'm really low on health, but I'm gonna do it. Major lock-in right here. Okay, not awful. Not awful. All right. I don't know how long I was just talking to myself, or if I was at all, but let's give it another shot. I don't think that was a bad attempt. Well, I do think it was a bad attempt, but then we started locking in. Getting the patterns down, I think I was just so focused on talking to chat and stuff, you know. So this time, I hope y'all don't mind, but I'm gonna try a more of a quiet attempt. Try actually locking in on it, considering how it's getting close to when I said I would quit. So, yep, we're gonna give it a good attempt this time. Less talking, more playing the game. See if we can beat Orenstein and Smo tonight. There we go. Here it is. I got a feeling. The feeling was wrong. Feel a little bit better about my audio today as well. I feel like I was able to fix it. So audio is important. A lot of people won't watch you if your audio is bad. So we're just gonna go straight there. That one last Silver Knight could be the difference between the Silver Knight straight. But yeah, you okay? I think he got a hair stuck in his throat or something. Alright, let's give it an attempt. Dodge that at the right time. Oh, this is silent attempt. Sorry. Can't see? It's okay though. Wow. At some point, a lot of people would have just stopped beating their head against the wall. This comes from the guy that said that Dark Souls 1 had become easy over time. I guess I forgot I was doing a no summons run, and it's not as easy as I had anticipated. But that's the beauty of this challenge. You get tested, your skills get tested, because honestly, and believe me or don't believe me, I have never had this much trouble with Ornsteinus before, ever. But it's just a whole new dynamic when, you know, the camera's on, you're being watched, no summons, and I believe I'm under leveled. So I think it's just a whole new dynamic. But we're gonna get, bro, why do I get gaslit? And I'm telling you guys, I know you don't believe me, but this sword is actually so good. It will be the difference between me beating them and not beating them. If it ever drops, that is. Y'all like that comment? Gosh, I thought it dropped. I saw the reflection on the ground. I think I said that a lot last playthrough. Or last time. There we go. Do these guys even drop the sword? Or is it purely the arrows that they drop? Okay, cool. On to the boss room. See if we can just go and clean these guys up real quick. I say real quick, we've been going at it for like an hour and 40 minutes now. So I think he just does that when I sit like this. Yeah, he does. We're gonna take this one slow. See if we can just if we can make better progress this time. Okay. Fighting with the lock on. That death does bring us close to the end of time. But I believe that one more shot is gonna do it. I don't know. One more is just telling me just try again. So that's what we're gonna do. One more time. Everybody heard it here. We're not doing that multiple one more times. We're just gonna go one more time and we're done. The ultimate lock-in here is what we're going for. There we go. You okay? Got a little hairball, don't you? Yeah, Geo is like so fluffy. So when he like licks himself or stuff like that. Sorry if that's too much for some people. He just gets hairball stuck in his throat. Oh my gosh. Okay, why are we not? Dexterity? Okay. So, the game did just get a lot easier. I need 2 dexterity points. So, I think it's fair to give it a fair shot, right? The weapon that I've been looking for so long, we finally got it. Goodness. This is gonna just change everything. I thought the game was gonna just tease me and drop a second one. That would be awful, wouldn't it? I know y'all like that combo. Heavy into a parry. Sick. So that's 5,600. I wonder how much we need for a level. Oh no, we'll be good. I'm gonna get 2 levels. Finally use this weapon. And then we're gonna give it one more shot. See, look, you guys are getting a little bit of bonus content even if you didn't ask for it. And the next question would be, should I go level it up or should I just go straight boss room? We should probably level it up at least a little bit. I think the max it'll go is... oof. We would need like a couple thousand more. Or 1,000 more. I think we can get that pretty easily. So I thought. We can though. Just go kill this black knight? Silver knight. There we go. You guys will not believe how much more damage this is gonna do. Especially once it's actually leveled up. And that should do it. So we're gonna be rocking the Silver Knight straight sword. That didn't do it. Alright, let's kill him one more time. We're gonna try raw, and then next stream we'll probably level it up if we don't beat him here. That is enough to level up one more time and actually use the Silver Knight straight sword. I am so excited to finally be able to use this weapon. It's so much better. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's not better though. What about that? Okay. Does that account? Does not. I take out the gloves. Alright, cool. Took out the gloves. Now we're rolling fine. Running past enemies now because we have what we want. let's do it. Y'all ready? I am 2. We'll see if this even makes a difference, and if all the hoopla was just, you know, hoopla. I know that we can level this up, but we're gonna give it a shot. No level up, just straight. I hope it's actually worth it. Oh yeah. Y'all see the difference already? That's like 30 more damage. And we just gotta dodge and attacks. Thought I dodged that. Just locked in right now. I thought. Alright, we gotta stop panic healing. Here we go. Wow. Okay. Well, that was a good last attempt, I would say. So, I didn't do what the title said, but next time, we will. So, thank you guys for joining. If you're watching YouTube, thank you for also joining. And you guys have a good night.